Welcome to this meditation to reduce overwhelm and stress in your daily life, to help you sleep well, sleep restfully, and wake up refreshed and renewed. Please make yourself comfortable in the place that you are right now. Please don't listen to this meditation while you're liable to be distracted or interrupted, and definitely not while you're driving or involved in any activity that requires full attention. Make yourself comfortable, sitting or lying, and as you rest so quietly there, just listen to the sound of my voice. I would like you now to concentrate on your feet and your toes. Concentrate on the muscles of your feet and just notice any tension there in those muscles. As you notice the tension, just hold that tension, and now just let it go, allowing those muscles to soften and to loosen as you relax those muscles completely, letting go of tension. Letting go of anxiety now. And now concentrate on the muscles of your ankles, your calves, and your knees. Becoming aware now of the tension in those muscles. Just feel the tension there. Hold that tension. And now just let it all go, allowing those muscles to soften and to loosen, relaxing and releasing. Just letting go as you listen to the sounds of my voice. Nothing bothers you or concerns you. Each word that you hear is just a signal for you to relax and go even deeper. And as you go deeper now, you can become aware of the muscles of your thighs. Just notice and feel the tension of those muscles. Feel the tightness here and there, and just let it go. Those large muscles softening, loosening, lengthening, as all the tension just drains away now, as the relaxation continues. As you're doing this, you will become aware of that comfortable heaviness as your legs relax. Now, allow that heaviness and relaxation to move into the muscles of your buttocks and your pelvic region, all tension draining down now like the fine sand in an hourglass, down into the bottom of the glass, the passing of time to relax and allow those comfortable feelings to continue as those muscles relax. All tension softens, lengthens and loosens. And you just drift deeper and deeper as my voice drifts with you now. Now become aware of the muscles of your stomach and your lower back. Feel the tension of those muscles as they soften, as you release that tension and those muscles relax, softening even more, lengthening, loosening. As you go deeper, still, as your body relaxes and your mind relaxes into a peace and tranquility But now I wouldn't want you to relax too quickly. It's so much easier for you to allow that feeling to continue as you listen to the sounds of my voice, the sounds in the room. And you can recognize that ability that is yours to relax and to reflect on your problems in a certain way. You're aware now of those muscles in your chest and your back, aware of your breathing, aware now of how relaxed and how quiet your breathing has become. With each gentle breath you breathe out tension, breathe out anxiety, breathe in peace, harmony, a feeling of security as your muscles release their tension, softening and loosening as you drift ever deeper, feeling so comfortable, so good. And now you become aware of the muscles of your arms, your hands, your shoulders. As you allow that relaxation to continue, relaxing each muscle, releasing tension, that comfortable heaviness continuing now. And it really can seem now to be too much effort to even try and make the effort to move those arms that are so heavy now. As you listen to that voice speaking to you in soothing tones that relax you even deeper. Now the muscles of your neck. Feel the tension there. And now let it go and feel your neck shorten as those muscles soften, lengthen, loosen. All tension draining away now as your conscious mind becomes more and more comfortable and your unconscious mind assumes more and more responsibility for guiding and directing your thoughts, your responses, as you allow this relaxation to continue. Now become aware of the muscles of your face, your jaw. Allow those muscles to just sag now as you release all of that tension, your teeth slightly apart. You feel the tip of your tongue now just brushing the back of your teeth as you drift still deeper, relaxing, releasing, just letting go completely. Good. Just enjoying that relaxation, the rest, the peace. And just notice that in the same way that you have eyes that see the world around you, you also have an inner eye that we call the mind's eye. And it can see images and processes and thoughts even as you relax so deeply. And the mind's eye has an eyelid. And like your physical eye, that eyelid can close down as it becomes too heavy and tired, wanting to close. And it can begin to close. And as it slowly drops, it shuts out stray thoughts stray images and can leave your mind perfectly clear. It experiences whatever you would choose, and it's closing now, closing more and more, and your mind grows quiet and at peace. And now it closes completely, closing out all stray thoughts and images that you don't want to interfere with how beautifully relaxed you are now. Now, with your mind's eye comfortably and restfully closed so that you can focus on what you want to focus on, I would like for you to imagine that you're walking along a path in a beautiful mountain setting. And as you walk, allow your comfort to increase as you sink deeper and deeper into a beautiful, restful state. And I really can't know for sure all the things that you'll be noticing. Perhaps you'll particularly enjoy the contrasting shades of colors, or be aware of the tall trees silhouetted against the perfectly blue sky, with peacefully drifting, fluffy clouds. I wonder if you'll notice a nearby mountainside with interesting patterns of rocks and trees. Many people enjoy the sounds of nature, like the sound of the wind in the trees, or a nearby stream, or of birds singing. Just notice. Perhaps you'll notice the warmth of the sun against your skin, or the texture of things you touch along the way. As you walk, just take the time to notice the things that interest you as you drift along this path. And I would like to see if you could imagine that you're carrying a large pack on your back. Just feel the weight and burden of it right now. And imagine that as you're walking, the pack is growing heavier with each step. And that pack is filled with objects of some kind. Objects that contain and have been infused with the heavy burden of anger, guilt, shame, maybe. Just the overwhelm of so many things that you feel responsible for, that you need to do something about. All kinds of objects that have been infused with burdens, the burdens of life. Now, the path begins leading up a rise, up a small hill, and the pack is feeling even heavier. But you sense that a short distance ahead, you will come to the top of the hill. As you reach the top, the path leads to a large open meadow with beautiful green grass and wildflowers. And so as you walk out into this meadow, noticing and enjoying the beauty, and in the meadow you can see a large, colorful collection of balloons, helium-filled balloons, that are tied to a basket, holding it down. The collection of blooms are tied to the basket, and the basket is moored and tied down with ropes. And this strange arrangement seems to be set up just for you as you've arrived in this beautiful meadow. So you walk over to it and notice inside the large basket is empty space. So why don't you take off the heavy backpack and drop it onto the ground? Feel the difference, feel the relief in your shoulders and in your back. No longer weighed down by the heavy burden of guilt and shame and anger and overwhelm. Check and feel if you're ready to get rid of those burdens, those burdensome emotions. Good. Then, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to open up your backpack, and inside you'll find those objects, those burdensome objects. And if it feels right to you, transfer those burdens from the backpack into the basket that's tied to the collection of balloons. And take those objects, those burdens, one at a time, and toss them into the large basket. I think you're going to be pleased to notice that with each object that you throw into the basket, those feelings of burden begin to decrease, and new, fresh feelings of release and peace and calm and serenity start to emerge. What a relief. It's as if you're filling the basket up with those feelings and emptying out your backpack. As though you're cleansing yourself of those overwhelming, excessive feelings. And instead being filled with peace, comfort, relief, and freedom with every object that you take out of your backpack and put into the basket. And so by the time you've thrown all of those burdens into the basket, I think you're going to be surprised just how fresh and relieved you feel, how peaceful you can feel within yourself. So now when you've thrown the last object into the basket so that the basket's filled with all those excessive, overwhelming burdens, take a moment and check and see if there's anything left in the backpack that you want to dispose of. Good. Okay. So take a moment and just remind yourself, just notice the commitment, the brave and courageous commitment that you've made to yourself to relieve yourself of these burdens that do not serve you, that tire you out, that burden you. Be proud of yourself. And now, You can either untie the ropes that hold the basket and the balloons down, or you can pull out a knife or an axe, if that feels better for you. And you're going to loose the basket and the balloons from their anchorage. And as you release the balloons and the basket, you can rest back on the comfortable grass. In fact, you might want to lie down on the grass and just watch it float up, up, up into the sky, carrying away the basket and those excessive feelings of anger, resentment, guilt and shame, and overwhelm. Watch as the balloons in the basket drift higher and higher into the sky, carried by that gentle breeze. And so it seems like the basket and the balloon just gets smaller and smaller as it drifts up and away, smaller and smaller. And you feel more free, more peaceful, more calm and relaxed, to be free of the burdens, to be free of the overwhelm that doesn't serve you. This relief and peace just can flow and circulate all through you as you're watching the basket rise even higher and practically disappear from view. And you might notice that you're delighted to discover that those feelings of freedom and comfort, peace and well-being can actually remain with you, because your backpack is empty and light as a feather. Good for you. Wonderful choice you've made. Now, as you feel that freedom and that peace, that's your signal to drift off to a peaceful, restful, and refreshing sleep. As your mind and your body and your spirit resets for a beautiful, wonderful, free day tomorrow. So sleep well and allow the Lord to refresh your mind, body, and spirit for a new day tomorrow.